Hello soulmates, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me Blessing. If you are new here, please, you are welcome. If you are not subscribed, please hit on the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that whenever I post a video, you get to see it. In this video, we'll be talking about this style and we'll be doing the recreation of the style. If you find this video helpful at the end of this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you are interested, keep on watching and let's get started. So guys, here is the material we'll be using, and here is a crepe material. I'm using 2.5 yard of crepe material, and here is the measurement of my client, and this is the ruler I will be using and my chalk. So the next thing is to fold my fabric into two. So here I'm going to cut out the back first before I will cut the front. Okay, so this is me trying to rule out a starting line like this. So guys, after rolling my line, I'm going to take my chest line. Remember, it's an off shoulder, so I'm removing 4 inches from my shoulder, like I'm removing 4 inches from the length. Okay, and after removing my 4 inches, I will take my full length of 17 inches. So I'm using 17 inches for my full length. Okay. So I added about half an inch for my seam allowance because I will be sewing the down part with half an inch. So you can see me adding my seam allowance of half an inch. Then I extended the line as a straight line like so. So guys, the next step is to mark my chest line. So you can see I also minus 4 inches from the shoulder to mark my chest line. Then the next one is to take my bust points. So this is it. I'm just going to mark it in a straight line like this. Okay. So the next step is to mark my strap to strap measurements. Okay, I'm going to mark my strap to strap measurement. Please, I didn't know the phone is not recording the other parts. Okay, sorry sorry for this, please, sorry. So you can see I want to mark my bust point measurement, and for the bust point measurement that I am marking, I am minusing half an inch from the back. I will add it to the front later. Okay, so this is me dividing my bust measurement divided by 4. Then whatsoever I have, I'm going to minus half an inch from it. Okay, and I will mark what I have left. So this is what I'm trying to do here. So I will just place it like this and I will mark. Okay, so like I said, like I explained, so this is me trying to minus the half an inch. Okay, so this other line is no longer useful. Okay, this is no longer useful at all, so we are going to use this half. So remember to add it at the front. Okay, so I'm going to add my seam allowance of 1.5 inches like this. Okay, so guys, after marking, so the next step, I just decided to mark from the shoulder to the under bust. You can see me that I minus by 4 inches also. So the reason why I want to mark the under bust at the back is because the front, I'm not going to dart the front, and I want the back and the front to be very firm. Okay, that is why I am marking my under bust at the back. You remember we does not have bust at the front back, so I'm doing this part here for the fitness. Okay, so that is why I am doing that. So you can see me connecting my armhole. Okay, I am connecting my armhole like this, just connecting from the bust point to the strap to strap measurements. Okay, strap to strap. If you don't know what strap to strap measurement is from one bra line to the other bra length. I don't know if you understand. So guys, that is that. So the next step we are taking is the under bust. So my under bust measurement, I'm going to divide it into 4, and I will just go ahead to mark it at the under bust measurement. Please don't do this if you are taking that, okay? Since I don't want to take that at the front, that is the reason why I am marking my under bust at the back, so that it will kind of tight at the down part there, okay? So I added my 1.5 inches for my seam allowance, okay? Then, so guys, for the waist, I come in for the zipper allowance, I come in by 1 inches for my zipper bulginess. So from that 1 inches I come out with, I marked my waist measurement divided by 4 and add my seam allowance of 1.5 inches. Then I just go ahead to connect all these lines together like so. Since there will not be neck at the upper part, so I will just leave it like this, and I'm going to cut it out. So guys, before we cut it out, we are going to remark the zipper allowance again, okay? So we follow the new line of the zipper allowance and we cut it out like so, okay? So guys, after cutting, this how it is. So we are through with the back, and this is me trying to notch the zipper area. So this is the back, so we are going to do for the front now. So I'm going to fold my fabric into 2, and also I'm going to mark a starting point line like this, and I'm going to take my measurements, my length. So I'm still going to minus 4 inches from the front, and I'm going to first of all take the length of the front of the half cut, which is 17 inches. Since you are not putting bust dart, the back and the front will be the same. But if you are putting bust dart, the back will be different, will be shorter than the front by 2 inches, okay? So since I'm not putting a bust dart, the back and the front will be of the same length, okay? So I'm still using 17 for the half cut for the front. Then after marking it like this, I'm still going to take my chest line, bust line, and my under bust, okay? So still removing my 4 inches. So this is my bust line of 11 inches. Here is my chest line of 7.5 inches and the under bust of 14 inches, okay? So we are not using a shoulder slope, okay? Since it is an off shoulder, so you see me connecting the line as a straight line. So like I said, here is the chest line, bust line, under bust, and my waistline. So the next step is to take our strap to strap measurement, which to say one nipple, one bra side to the other bra side. I don't know if you understand. So this is it. So also we are still going to take our bust measurement, and remember to add the half an inch we took from the back, we add it to the front as well. So you can see I added the half an inch now. So I also add my 1.5 inches just where we did to the back, and this is it. So guys, after that I'm going to connect my armhole. Just connect from the bust point down to the strap to strap measurement. Then coming to the under bust, I'm still going to divide my under bust by 4 and put what I have at the bust point, under bust line. After marking it, I'm going to add my 1.5 inches also for my seam allowance. Then come to the waistline. I'm going to divide my waist by 4 and add my 1.5 seam allowance as well. Then I'm going to just connect it together like so. So guys, after that I'm going to mark the basque waist effect now. So the measurements I'm using, I mark from the shoulder down to 22 inches. So I'm still going to minus 4 inches from it since it's an off shoulder. So I will just minus 4 inches and mark where my 22 inches is, then add half an inch for my stitching allowance. Okay, then after that I'm just going to draw it down. Okay, so this is how to go about it. So guys, this is it. This basically is. So for the neck, we are going to lick it like this, and just go ahead to cut it out. So guys, this is it. This is me cutting out my pattern or my fabric. So I'm just going to open it up and say, please, if you want yours to be longer than this, you are free to do that. Okay, so this is what the owner of the dress needs or wants. So this is how I did it for her as well. So this is it. So guys, the next step is to pad it with my stay. So I'm just going to take it to my taping iron and pad it with my stay. So here it is, I've padded it, and this is how it comes out, looking pretty. So guys, the next step is to bring out the lining. I'm still using my crepe as a lining. Then I'm going to face it right side facing each other, so the edge of it and the side, the down parts. Then I'm going to turn it through the armhole. So let me quickly do that and show you how it is. I'm still going to do the same thing to the back as well. Okay, so guys, here it is. I've done that and I've went ahead to iron it very well, and it's look very beautiful and good. Okay, so this is it, and this is the back as well. Okay, so guys, the next thing is to join the back and the front together by the side and ensure that the back and the front facing each other, right side meeting each other. And you can see me placing the back and the front together, and please ensure that the side meets is the same, like the front side and the back side, they are correspond. Okay, so then go ahead and use, remember we added 1.5 inches for our seam allowance, but I've already taken half an inch by sewing the two fabric, which is the lining and the fabric, in by half an inch, so left with 1 inches. Then I'm going to use 1 inches to sew it, then add my zip to it as well. So guys, here is the sleeve. I just did a slash and spread method for this sleeve, but it's off camera. Okay, because I don't want this video to be too long, so I just did for the bow sleeve. And the next thing is to add a elastic to it. Okay, and I'm going to, before I put the elastic, I'm going to bring to put the elastic casing. So I cut out about 2 inches. This is a 2 inches fabric. Then I'm going to sew right side material side, sew half an inch, and then turn it over like this and to stitch on at the wrong side. Okay, then I iron it very well to come and show you how it looks like. I'm still going to do the back, the down part, the same way I just explained. So guys, here it is. I've created the elastic casing. Then this is the down part, and I've put it to end it straight. So I'll just bring out the elastic and I will measure. For the upper part, I'm just measuring what I measure at my client's sleeve, like for the upper part. Okay, I measure that part, and I'm going to use the exactly um, elastic, because when I measure about 9 inches, okay, from one bra to the other bra at the back. I don't know if you understand. So this is what I measure, and I'm going to use it to cut out the elastic, so that, remember we did remember I said I did slash and spread method for the arm. I use my basic sleeve to do a slash and spread method, and I did it, and it's very wide. So with the help of this elastic, it will gather it up and it will form puffy like so. Okay, I'm still going to do the same thing to the down part, and for the down part is my wrist. I measure her wrist, and after taking her wrist measurement, I'm going to also use the exact wrist measurement for the elastic, so that by the time I put the elastic into the casing, it's going to also drag it at the down part. Okay, please, you have watched it up to this moment and you have not subscribed or you have not liked this video, please like this video and comment. Let me see what you think about at the comment section. You can ask questions. The Bliss culture has a room for question, okay? So feel free to ask me question if you don't understand, okay? So you can say measuring what I have at the KC. I have about 1.5, and the elastic is about 1 inches, and the extra half inches will be a kind of room to the dragging. Okay, so guys, this is it. I have done this, and this is how it looks like. You can see it's beautiful and comes out very well. So I'm still going to just go ahead to fix it to the bodies of the top. Okay, so guys, I'm just going to take it to my sewing machine, and I'm going to attach the sleeve to the armhole, right side facing each other. I'm going to use half an inch to just attach these two together. So by the time I'm through, I'm going to show you how it is and how it really comes out. Okay, so guys, this is it, and I've fixed my zipper, I've closed the side, and also attached my sleeve to it. And please don't mind the roughness, and I will iron it. Okay, and I guess this is the final look of this very beautiful top. It's not my top, so I cannot put it on. So this is the look, this is the sleeve, and everything comes out very well. Please, if you like this video, please give this video thumbs up. Please, you that is watching this video, if you have not liked this video, please like the video, and let me see what you have for me on the comment section. Okay, so this is the front part. It's very rumpled, guys, but trust me, I'm going to just iron it and to bring out the brightness in it. Okay, alright guys, this is the end of this video. If you find the video helpful, please give it a likes. Thank you very much for watching, and if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Okay, turn on the notification bell so that whenever I post a video, you will be seeing that video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. See you in my next one.